La Liga gets underway this weekend. Friday night, in fact, Athletic Bilbao against Barcelona. You and I saw them against Napoli.
They look good, by the way.
They did in the second half. They were excellent. So what we're going to do, this is the top 10 in this order from last season. We want you, if possible, please, Ali, to give us your top 5, but keep the drama going if you wouldn't mind. Let's start at number 5. Who you got?
I got Valencia,
Okay.
and they're dropping back just a little bit, and they will be challenging for a top 4 position, but I just think in the end they're going to run into a team who's going to have a bounce-back year, and that is Sevilla.
Oh.
Sevilla, who, by their standards, had a difficult time in Europa League, being bounced out of that competition by Slavia Praga, which, let me tell you, it's not good. not by the standards that they had set for themselves in that competition, and, oh, by the way, they were not very good in domestic competition either. And so for me, Sevilla has too much talent in order for them to be where they were last year. They will bounce back. They will take a jump forward. Now we get to the real deal.
We do, and you and I sat down for FC last week, and we did a piece on Atletico Madrid, and your issue there was a concern that this new look Atleti, this attacking Atleti, this out of kind of sync from Simeone's past Atleti might not last. So, top 3, where you got them?
Well, I have to say that Atletico Madrid is going to get enough results to get into the top 3. There's no question about that. It's the way that they get to that point that concerns me, because I do think that there are enough players in this team where you can open up and play and say, all right, look, we're going to get after you. We're going to play. We're going to knock the ball around, and we're going to let Joao Felix be what he is and can be as a player. I don't think that's going to last simply because Diego Simeone, after a couple of results that don't go the way that he wants, he's going to say, no, come on back. Come on back. I don't believe in this. It's not in my makeup. It's not in what I think naturally is the best way for us to play. And it's not about fighting. It's not about pushing. It's not about fouling and making it difficult to play and frustrating other teams. Atletico Madrid will do enough for that, but not enough to break into the top 2. Atletico Madrid comes in 3rd place.
We saw what Atleti did when they played against Barca, when they played against Real Madrid. They played the style we know, and not so much love, but we know gets them results. It'll be interesting to see when they face these two, what kind of style that they do. So we have 2 left. I'm assuming that Celta Vigo and Getafe and Sociedad and Betis and Villarreal are not going to be...
It's a fair assumption.
Thank you. Okay, so we have 2 remaining, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Will it be Barca again, or will there be Real Madrid upsetting the odds?
You look at Real Madrid, and they've addressed some concerns, and they've addressed some issues, and they've had a full preseason now, and now it is time for this team and this group of players who were so very disappointing last year to look in the mirror and say, okay, look, man, we didn't get to the level that we've gotten individually and as a group without having competitive spirit, without having pride. Well, let's show who we are. So Luka Modric has to be better. Toni Kroos has to be better. Casemiro has to be better. And all along this team, you just have to have improvement. In Hazard gives them something different. Maybe Gareth Bale has an impact on this team, because if he's going to be around, you might as well play him.
Yep.
Although Zinedine Zidane has said, nah, thanks, but no thanks. But if you have that kind of talent available, if you use it properly, Real Madrid will have an opportunity to compete against Barcelona. Real Madrid will take a jump forward, but the bar was so low from last year that jump has to be significant, incredible, generational. It's not happening. Real Madrid will come in 2nd place, and Barcelona, who again addressed some of their concerns, in particular in the midfield with Frenkie de Jong, and he looked good in that game that we just talked about against Napoli. If you have Messi, you have a chance. You got Griezmann and Luis Suarez creating on their own, and Messi also creating for them. And then you have the options of Dembele, even a Coutinho that perhaps has a better season. There's a lot of places and a lot of players to like for Barcelona. They'll be too good for the rest.
Do we have a title challenge right to the end of the season, or do you think Barca will have it by a few points?
No, I think Real Madrid will push. Will push Barcelona to the very end. But in the end, Barcelona will be too good in too many games, and those too many games may just refer to the Clásicos. If it goes down to the Clásicos, Barcelona has been significantly better than Real Madrid over the last few years.
So Barcelona heading from Michigan, the big house where they played Napoli, for a Friday night game at Athletic Bilbao. If they're going to slip up, maybe they do so on opening weekend. ESPNFC.com for full previews of all the fixtures this week.